What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, a team ready to put on a show. Taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he's making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one, baby.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Running back searching for a hole. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up a 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
So Washington's offense has its first opportunity of the day. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And the defense got him at the 27.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He'll throw it. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. Washington sends out the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. From the gun to give, looking for room. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Green. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
Well, that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They're setting up the screen. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Back to throw, it's Dampier. Makes the grab. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. New set of downs after the completion. To the ground with the back. A knocking down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Knocked down to the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll get rid of it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Third down coming after the incompletion. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Works the middle of the field. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
15 more. Hold.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Good, solid tackle. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Hayward. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Snagged in the middle. It's Selden. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the single back. There he goes. Got enough for the first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Dampier. The throw with the catch, it's Knox. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's got a touchdown.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He'll try to pop the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. It's Harris. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. Lost a throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Escapes trouble. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Looking for a big gain. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Now facing a third and long. Gets the back moving. On third down, he drops the throw. And Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Washington sends out the punt team. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Going over the top. It's a big stride inside the 10. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He'll take it himself. And he bangs his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Now they'll run the draw. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, they're after him. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. The short hands. It's Green. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put toe together and get this second half started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good night.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Gonna try to get it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The Huskies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
And I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
That's a fumble. Bounced right back to them. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, and it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most fit.
Breaks into the open. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with the big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground game on the left. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Looking for a gap. It's Carr. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Offense in an empty set. To the air, it's Dampier. Makes the grab, it's Selden. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Finds his man. It's Selden. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. He breaks a tackle. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Lost to fire on second down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target. But just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. That's caught. It's Hayward. They don't get nearly enough on third down. Fourth down coming from the 48. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. The offense goes back to work, and the defense is keeping them in it right now. They just really haven't gotten much done when they've had the football. He'll pull it on the read. Spins away, continues to fight for yards. There he goes to the right. Keeps it and gets the first down. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Shed tackles right and left and housed it.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, the running back has it. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's second and 1. Might be calling a hot route. Tight end now in motion. Now they'll run it on the toss. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Inside the 45. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
To throw, it's Dampier. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And you could tell he thought he had his receiver down the field to make a big play. But how about the defender? Great job running with the receiver, turning his head, finding the football, knocking it away, and making sure that receiver doesn't get to make the play.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
He just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but I'll tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's
just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they did. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the tailback. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Unloads quickly. He's in for the score. Touchdown. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We've got to be aggressive. We've got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
The corners are walked up tight. Looking to throw for it. Here's a heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The give to the back. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. And the Huskies getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Washington wants to go quickly. To the air on 2nd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. He'll take another shot here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job.
Makes the grab past the marker. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time.
To stop the clock. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. It's complete. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Husky! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Back to throw. It's Dampier. Fires to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, running back on the move. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that they're